Hey guys, and welcome back for another slow flow. Today's session is a gentle yoga session. You're not going to need anything at all, just some space on the floor, a mat if you have one, and whenever you're ready, come and join me in a seated position in the center of your mats. So we're going to begin today's session with a little bit of breath focus. So we're going to come onto our mats and come into a supine position to begin with. Coming flat onto your backs, just get comfortable. You can have your hands out to the side, palms up, palms down, or even place your hands on the stomach. And I just want you to take your attention to your breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just take 3 deep breaths in your own time. Focusing on drawing that breath all the way into the base of your stomach first. Exhaling completely. And maybe you can feel your stomach rise before your chest, knowing that you've drawn that breath all the way down. And then when you've taken those 3 deep breaths, just gently bring your knees in towards your chest and hug them with both arms, and you can begin to make circles with your hips, maybe 3 times in one direction, and then 3 times in the other direction. And then when you've done those 3 circles in both directions, just slowly bring those knees back into your chest, hug them in tight. Inhale, bring your nose to your knees. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale, bring your nose to your knees. Exhale, release. When you're ready, slowly make your way all the way up to seated, and we'll just begin by rolling our shoulders back and down, maybe 5 times or so backwards, and then 5 times or so forwards. And then when you've done 5 in both directions, we're going to inhale to lift the right arm up, reaching up high. Think about lengthening through your spine. As you exhale, reach all the way over to the left. Inhale back to center, switch over the hands. Exhale, reach all the way over to the right. Really think about folding the body over to the side. We're just going to do 5 of these on both sides, moving with your own breath in your own time. Always inhaling back to center, exhaling as you fold. And again, just think about breathing in through your nose like we did at the start and out through your mouth. And then once you've done 5, just come back to center, arms go out wide, inhale to lift, exhale as you twist to look behind, and use the opposite hand against the opposite knee to pull yourself round. Inhale back to center, exhale, look over the other shoulder. And again, we're just going to do 5 of these on each side, moving with your own breath in your own time, always trying to push that a little bit further with every exhale, always finding a little bit more length with every inhale. One last one each side. And then when you're ready, just slowly come onto your hands and knees. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and we'll just take 5 cat-cows. Inhaling to dip the stomach, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you round through the back, sucking the navel back towards the spine and pushing the ground away as you pull the shoulder blades apart. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Moving vertebrae by vertebrae. Move with your own breath, in your own time. Maybe take a moment or 2 in each position, just to really accentuate that end part. One more in each direction. And then just take your hands slightly further forwards tuck your toes and press up into down facing dog. From here, we're just going to pedal out the legs, open up the hips, the calves, the ankles, the feet, and the hamstrings. And then if you want to, you can also take a few pulses through the arms, opening up the chest and the shoulders. And then when you're ready, just walk your feet all the way in towards your hands and come into Uttanasana, forward fold. We're going to take a ragdoll variation, so hold opposite hand to opposite elbow. Think about drawing your chest over your thighs, bend at the knees if you need to, and just let the head hang, crown of the head towards the ground. Just take a few breaths in, swing from side to side, bounce up and down. Whatever you need to do to get into the glutes, the lower back, the hamstrings. And then when you're ready, inhale to come all the way up, extended Tadasana, exhale, release the hands and shake it all off. You should be feeling a little bit more warm and mobile. So we're going to begin today's flow with 2 rounds of sun salutations. So if you just bring yourself to the front of the mat and come to Tadasana, feet should be hip distance apart, lift the toes, spread them, press the feet firmly into the ground. Engage the legs, tuck the tailbone under, suck the navel back towards the spine, roll those shoulders back and down and lengthen through the crown of your head. Inhale as you take a nice deep breath in, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, and then on the next inhale, lift your hands all the way up above your head, extended Tadasana. As you exhale, hinge at the hips, keeping all that length that you've just found, and come down into Uttanasana, forward fold. If you need to, take a bend at the knees. Think about taking a few breaths here. If you want to, you can take ragdoll. Crown of the head towards the floor. You can let your hands hang by your side or on the floor if you're not in that ragdoll position. Take one last deep breath all the way in. Find length in your spine. Exhale, fold deeper. And then on the next inhale, we're going to take the left foot back into a low lunge. So back knee comes down to the floor, eye gaze forwards, heart forwards, chest forwards. Feel that stretch in the left hip flexor. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. And as you exhale, step back to down facing dog. Take a moment here to just pedal out the legs, open up the calves, the hamstrings again, the hips, the ankles, and the feet. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale to roll forwards to high plank, option to take low kneeling plank if you need to, and then exhale as you come down to low plank or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, press up to cobra, option here to do sphinx if you want to. Take a nice deep breath in, press the ground away, exhale, let the hips melt towards the floor, keep that chest nice and lifted. Take a nice deep breath in again. And as you exhale, tuck the toes and press back to down facing dog. Take another moment to just pedal out the feet if you want to, open up those calves, those hamstrings. Or if you want to, pulse through the shoulders. And then when you're ready, we're going to take a nice deep breath in as we step the left leg through and come back into that low lunge. So you should feel the stretch in the right hip flexor this time. Chest comes forwards, eye gaze forwards. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. And as you exhale, step through to Uttanasana, forward fold. Take 2 deep breaths in here, finding length in the spine, exhaling to fold deeper. Inhale one last time, exhale again, and then inhale as you come all the way up, extended Tadasana, reaching up tall. Exhale, come back down for round 2 into your Uttanasana, forward fold. And this time we're going to step back with the right foot into our low lunge as we inhale. Reach the heart forwards, eye gaze forwards, take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, step back to down facing dog. Press through the hands, point the tailbone high towards the sky. As you inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, push those heels down towards the floor. And then on the next inhale, roll forwards to high plank. Again, option to drop the knees if you need to. Exhale, low plank or knees, chest, chin. And then inhale as you press up to Sphinx or Cobra. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, tuck the toes and press back to down facing dog. If you want to, just take a moment again to pedal out the feet, open up the calves or pulse through the shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in, find length in the spine. Exhale, push the heels towards the floor. And then as you inhale, step the right leg through and come back into that low lunge position. This time feeling that stretch again in the left hip flexor. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, step through to Uttanasana, forward fold. From here, just take a moment. If you want to, take ragdoll. Stretch out those legs. And then inhale as you come all the way up, extended Tadasana. Exhale, we're going to go all the way back down and begin our flow in down facing dog. So come back down to your Uttanasana, forward fold, and then just slowly walk the feet all the way to the back of the mat and find your down facing dog position. In down facing dog, think about spreading the fingers, gripping the mat with the fingertips and pressing down through the hands. Push the crown of the head towards the floor, point the tailbone high towards the sky, and then exhale as you push your heels towards the floor. So you've got a nice long spine. Your shoulders should be nice and loose. Your neck should be free from your ears. Sorry, your shoulders should be free from your ears. And if you want to, just take a few pedals in this position. From here, we're going to inhale as we lift our left leg up high to the sky, 3-leg down facing dog, and then swing the leg through, coming into a low lunge position. Dropping that back knee to the floor, eye gaze forwards, heart forwards, and reach the chest forwards. Roll the shoulders back and down. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then on the next inhale, we're going to straighten that front leg, coming back into half split. So stacking the back hip above the knee at 90 degrees and reaching as we exhale with our nose towards our toes, flexing those toes back towards us. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, and then come back forwards into a crescent lunge this time. So take a steady stance. The wider your stance is, the steadier you'll be. And then we're going to inhale to lift the hands up off the mat. Exhale if you want to take a small back bend. Feel that stretch in the hip flexor. And then inhale to come back up. Exhale, place the hands on the floor. We're going to come from here into standing splits. So stand, press through your left leg, lift the back knee off the floor, and as you inhale, drag that back leg behind and lift the leg high towards the sky. Exhale to fold over that front leg. Go to wherever you are comfortable. You do not need to be doing the full splits. And then exhale, release that back leg to the floor. Come back into that Uttanasana, and then inhale to come all the way up, extended Tadasana. Exhale, crescent pose. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, release the hands, interlace the fingers behind you, clasp them together, pull the hands back and down, and open up the chest, open up the shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, come back down into a forward fold with a reverse arm stretch. Pull those hands back and away from the spine, up towards the ceiling. Take 3 deep breaths. Take a bend in the knees if you need to. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release the hands to the floor. Plant the hands on top of the feet. And as you inhale, slide the hands up the shins. Find that halfway lift, finding that flat back position, sending the hips back, straightening the legs, finding that tabletop flat back pose. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, release. Plant the hands on the floor. And as you inhale, come into a crouch position. We're going to go from our crouch position into the forward fold 3 times. So from here, we're going to exhale to forward fold. Inhale to crouch. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale to crouch for the last time. Exhale to forward fold. From here, we're then going to step the left leg back into low lunge. Dropping the back knee to the floor, take a nice deep breath all the way in, find that stretch in the hip flexor. And then as you exhale, let the hips sink deeper towards the floor. Inhale as you straighten that front leg, flex the toes, coming back into that half splits position. This time we're going to keep the left hand on the floor, and then inhale as we lift and twist with the right up towards the ceiling, finding a nice twisted half lunge pose. You should feel this now more in your IT band and the outside of your hip. Exhale, release that hand to the floor, and then we're going to come back forwards over that front leg and tuck the leg under you, coming into pigeon pose. So keeping your left leg out behind you, untuck the toes, bring that right knee towards the front of the mat at a 45-degree angle and find a nice level hip position. If you need to, you can put a pillow or a block underneath that sit bone, and the hip bone should be connected to your left hip bone to your right heel. Press into the ground with your hands, lift the body away from the ground, find that stretch in the hip flexor, and then as you exhale, fold forwards over that front leg. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale again, one more deep breath here. And then slowly inhale as you come all the way up. So for you guys, you can just twizzle around onto your bum cheek. I'm going to twizzle to face you, keeping that right leg bent. Bring the sole of the right foot in towards the left thigh, and then square the body off to that left leg. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale to fold over that left leg, bringing the chest towards the thigh, head towards the knees. Take 2 deep breaths. Exhale. One more. Exhale again. And then inhale as you come all the way up, windmilling the arms up and over. Right hand goes back behind right bum on the floor. Inhale to lift and reach with the left into a mini kneeling back bend. All the way over. Exhale to find that bend. Inhale to come back up. Exhale to come back down into that seated position, and then twizzle round into down facing dog. From here, we'll begin the flow on the other side. So we'll take a mini vinyasa before we start. So we're going to inhale to roll forwards to high plank. Exhale, low plank or knees, chest, chin. Inhale to press up to cobra. And then exhale, sit back in extended child's pose. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way back up, tuck the toes and press back into down facing dog. From here, we're going to inhale to lift the, Which leg did I do first? From here, we're going to inhale to lift the right leg up high towards the sky, 3-leg down facing dog, and then swing the leg through, plant it between the hands, back knee goes down to the floor, roll the shoulders back and down, chest comes through the arms, eye gaze forwards, low lunge. Take a nice deep breath in, exhale, and then on the next inhale, you're going to pull back, straightening that front leg, stacking the left hip above the left knee, flexing the right toes towards you, and as you exhale, reach your nose for your toes, half splits. From here, you're then going to come back forwards as you inhale into that low lunge position, but this time into crescent lunge. So lifting the hands up off the floor, reaching up tall, eye gaze up to your fingertips, and as you exhale, maybe take a small back bend if you want to. Inhale to come all the way back up. Exhale, release the hands to the floor, and we're coming into standing splits. So lifting that back left leg off the floor, weight goes over the front right leg. We're going to step forwards, dragging that back leg, lifting it up behind us as we inhale, and then exhale to fold. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, release that back leg to the floor. Inhale as you come all the way up, extended Tadasana, reaching up tall. Exhale, crescent. Inhale to come all the way up. Exhale, release the hands. Interlace those fingers again behind your back. Clasp the hands together. Pull the shoulders open as you pull the hands back and down toward the floor. And as we exhale, we're going to fold forwards into that reverse arm stretch, forward fold position. Lifting the hands away from the back, reaching them up towards the ceiling. Take 3 deep breaths. And then exhale, release those hands and place them on top of your feet. We're finding that flat back position again. So inhale as you lift, sliding the hands up the shins into that halfway place. Take a nice deep breath in, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Exhale, release, come back down into your Uttanasana forward fold. Inhale, come back to that crouch curl. And again for 3 times, we're going to exhale to come up into Uttanasana. Inhale to crouch. Exhale, Uttanasana. Last time each way. Inhale to crouch. Exhale, Uttanasana. From here, you're going to step the right leg all the way to the back of the mat, finding your low lunge position once more, reaching the heart forwards. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. And then exhale, sink deeper into that hip flexor on the right. Inhale as you straighten that left leg, flexing the toes back towards you and stacking the hip above the right knee. Finding that half splits position. This time the right hand stays on the floor and you're going to inhale to lift and twist with the left up towards the ceiling, finding that stretch in the left hip and IT band. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, release. Plant the hands back down, come back forwards over that leg, and then we're going to tuck it round and under into pigeon pose on the other side. So left knee is at a 45-degree angle towards the front corner of the mat. Right leg goes back, toes untucked. Think about finding that nice level hipped position. Press into the ground with those hands, lifting the body up high, finding that stretch in that right hip flexor. And as you exhale, fold over that front left leg into sleeping pigeon. Take 2 more deep breaths here. And then on your next inhale, slowly come all the way back up. Swivel yourself around into that seated position, bringing the sole of the left foot in towards the inner right thigh. Square the body off to the right leg. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale as you fold forwards over that right leg into half head to knee pose. Chest towards thigh, head towards knee. Take 2 more deep breaths. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way up, windmilling the arms up and over. Left hand goes back towards behind the left bum cheek and on the floor. Inhale to lift and reach with the right. Exhale as you find that half kneeling back bend. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. And then inhale to come all the way up. Swivel yourself around and find that down facing dog position. And we'll take one more vinyasa. So inhale, roll forwards to high plank. Exhale, low plank or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, press up to cobra. Exhale, push back to extended child's pose. Take a nice deep breath all the way in as we come into our cool down section. Focus on filling up that upper back, finding that expansion with your breath across your shoulders. One more deep breath all the way in. And as you exhale, walk your hands all the way over toward the left, finding a stretch in the right side body. And then on your next inhale, walk your hands all the way back up to center. And as you exhale, walk them all the way over to the right, finding that stretch in your left side body. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly walk your hands all the way back to the front. And then we're going to slide the body forwards and come into a prone position for half frog. So from this prone position, you're just simply going to reach back, same hand to same foot, and just bring that heel towards your bum. And if you can, grab a hold of the toes and flip the grip so that you can press down like a lever and push that heel towards your bum. Take a few pulses and then hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release, and then switch sides. So left hand, or whichever hand you didn't do, goes back towards the same foot, and then bring that foot in, that heel in towards the glute. Pulse a few times, and then hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Coming back down into that prone position, you're going to take your hands out wide now in a T-shaped position, palms facing down, forehead to the floor, and you're going to inhale to lift the left leg up, reaching it all the way over towards the right hand, taking a twist, opening up the shoulder, and you can take the left hand underneath the left shoulder and press into the ground to open up that front of your chest further and feel the stretch deeper down into the arm. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. One more deep breath all the way in. And as you exhale, just roll all the way back over and switch sides. So left arm goes long, right leg comes up high, reaching the foot over towards the left hand, and then bringing the right hand underneath the right shoulder to increase the intensity as you press into the ground and find that stretch in the left shoulder this time. Take a couple of deep breaths in. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way back up and over. And we're going to come into a seated position on our mats for a simple seated forward fold. So legs go out long in front of you. Flex the toes back towards you. Pull the fleshy bits of your bum out from underneath your sit bones. Inhale as you lift and lengthen. And then exhale as you draw your chest over your thighs, head towards your knees, nose towards your toes, and just hold for 5 deep breaths. Inhaling to find length, exhaling to fold deeper. One last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way up. Slide your bum now down towards your heels, come onto your backs. Take your hands out in a T-shaped position, palms facing down, and just lift your feet off the floor. Find a 90-degree angle with your knees. We're going to exhale as we drop the knees all the way over to the left, and then inhale to lift and twist the head to look towards the right. Keeping those shoulders glued to the floor, just take 5 deep breaths. You can either press down on your outer thigh or extend that top leg if you wish to extend the stretch. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you lift your head and your knees back to center. And then exhale to drop the knees over to the other side. Inhale to lift and twist your head to look in the other direction from your knees. And again, make sure those shoulders are glued to the floor, and you can let your knees hang, press down on the outer thigh, or extend that top leg wherever you need to be, and just finish with 5 more deep breaths on the other side. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale, and then slowly bring your knees all the way back up to the center. Hug them in towards your chest. You can rock from side to side, massage your lower back. Take a moment there to just get comfortable, do whatever your body needs to do. And if you want to take a mini Savasana at this point, you can. Or if you would prefer to finish your class, then simply roll over onto the right side of your body, make your way all the way up to seated. And join me for one final deep inhale in the center of your mat, bringing your hands up above your head, palms together, as we exhale to the forehead, kind thoughts, to the lips, kind words, to the heart, kind feelings. Namaste.